Do you want to start a war? Talk about diets. Mention it to anyone. Instant war. Hello and welcome. It's been a while since I've done a PDE diet video, and clearly I'm not in the best shape to be talking about diets, period. More information about that here or here. Here. So first, I have to give a quick confession, which I also mentioned here. I have a man crush right now on a YouTuber called Mista GG. You can find his channel here, and I'll also link it below in the description. I bring this up because Mista GG put out a tweet about getting in shape. Mista GG is self-proclaimed thick. I'm with you, brother. I'm also thick. And he didn't want to be thick anymore. And neither do I. So, Mista GG puts out a tweet. Okay? All right. I'm kind of over being a thick man. You guys are my safe haven that always gasses me up, so I need you to direct that energy into getting your boy to stop slamming Jack's frozen pizzas and getting more exercise. Basically. He's got a video idea, series, which I actually really love this idea. Basically, it'd be a series that we reply to the thread, okay? We give Mr. GG ideas on how to lose weight. And then he makes a vlog series on weight loss. He makes a vlog series on weight loss, and he puts them to the test, and he'll tell you if it worked or if you're an idiot or whatever, right? Sounds great. Sounds like a lot of fun. Well, that's interesting, but what's more interesting is what you see in the comments. In order to make sure that you know I did not write these tweets, I will perform these tweets in an accent. I lose weight doing keto. Carbs are the enemy. Fasting. It's a maze, and it makes you want to eat healthy. Jump rope helped me lose a ton of weight when I started working out. I just got to the point where I would do 200 hops a night to 1,500. I would split the 1,500 by doing 500 jumps to 400 jumps to 300, all the way to 100, and then I'd run 1.5 miles. Cardio is a freaking key. Have you tried heroin? Keto. Ever heard of keto? If you're living on the internet over the last 5 years, you've heard of keto, right? You've heard of carnivore, right? We've all heard of calories in, calories out. And we've all heard about fasting. And we've all heard about exercise. And every single one of those you can see throughout this listing of tweets. There are purists in every single one of those. That's the problem. Being a purist, to me, is a mistake. And so what I'd like to do is analyze the trade-offs of those big ideas, those purist ideas, and then look at what I think is the solution. Spoiler. Being a purist in any of these areas is probably not a good recipe for success. So first up, keto, carnivore. Cut your carbs, bro. You'll lose all the weight in the world. If you're a purist about it, there's some trade-offs. Eating out in a social manner is going to be a lot harder. Then we've got my favorite. My absolute favorite. Calories in, calories out. CICO. Anytime somebody asks for weight loss advice, you can guarantee that some schmuck is going to walk in there and be like, it's thermodynamics. There's no other way. It's calories in, calories out. Eat at a deficit, dumbass. You'll lose all the weight you need. Okay. You're not wrong. Okay? Does that feel good? Do you like that? You're not technically wrong. But if it was just a matter of knowing, getting everyone to know and understand that calories in, calories out equals optimum weight management, then nobody would be fat. So even though you're right, you're not helping anybody. There's more to it than calories in, calories out. And there's some trade-offs that you might not like. Do you like being hungry all the time? Calories in, calories out might be for you. Do you like watching your metabolism ramp down based on lower food intake as your body adapts to its new level of food intake? Calories in, calories out might be for you. Fasting. Let's talk about fasting. I have had some recent experiments with fasting. And fasting, from a purist perspective, can absolutely work. It can absolutely work. It may even work so well that during your eating window, you can eat whatever the hell you want. And you might do fine. You might drop weight. There might be some trade-offs, particularly for emotional eaters like moi, right? An emotional eater, you put me on a fasting plan. Okay, I fasted for 3 days straight. 3 days. Everyone thought I was going to die. I did not die. I was fine. But when I went back to eat, I went crazy with eating. I ate voraciously, and then I did subsequent fasts, 1 meal a day fasts, and when it came time to eat that one meal, oh, I mean, just give it everything. I want it all. I absolutely overate. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen to everyone. For a fasting purist out there, if you are a fasting purist, it might work perfectly for you. It's not about whether it is technically right or not. You have to marry up the technical with the emotional, the person, the wet matter of a human that isn't just a robot, and it's not just a math equation. So when you marry up fasting with that, you put it with somebody like me. I had some success, but I also didn't love gorging myself or feeling like I couldn't control gorging myself. So last but not least, just work out, bro. Bro, just work out. Eat whatever you want. Just work out. It'll come off. All you got to do is make sure you hit those weights. And if it's not coming off, just run more. Now, that's probably not, even if you're a purist, not technically 100% correct. I don't think that you can I don't think you can work out a bad diet. You can't outwork a bad diet, right? But working out can have some positive effects and might be able to create a buffer for you to allow you to eat some of the things that you want to eat. But how much time you got? There's some trade-offs there, dude. You got kids? You want to go to the gym? Leave your wife at home with the kids? Or your husband, or whatever your situation is. That's what you're talking about. You know, if working out is going to be a huge component for you in terms of how you manage your weight loss. So that sucks too. Like, I don't want to freaking work out an hour a day, 2 hours a day, or whatever it is I have to do to manage the emotional side of my eating. Forget it. Okay. So we've laid out the problems. Mista GG, look at your Twitter thread. Everything I just said, you're going to find that in your Twitter thread, in the replies. You'll find the purists, and you'll find the people that blend certain ideas together. And they take from different areas to create what worked for them, which is what I'm suggesting. Now, what I'm suggesting is the shortcut to all those things, and that's the P to E diet. The P to E diet, or the PE diet, is all those other diets that we just mentioned, but not in purist form. The P to E diet has some keto, low-carb, carnivore-ish elements into it. The theme of calories in, calories out is within the P to E diet as a framework, but it's never mentioned, and there's no rule to follow when it comes to calories. Fasting. The P to E diet has an element of fasting built into it. Not a purist form of fasting, not a 1 meal a day, not a 1 meal every 2 days, but an intermittent fast is built into the P to E diet. And working out. Working out's built into the P to E diet. But the workout that's prescribed in the P to E diet, the absolute minimum amount of time, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Who can't do 7 minutes? It's all about pushing muscles to... I'm not going to go through the whole thing. It's in the book. So, let's talk about the core concept of the P to E diet. All you're doing with protein to energy ratio diet is making sure that you eat more protein grams than you do grams of energy. What's energy? Fat plus carbs. Fat and carbs are energy. Protein, think of it as nutrition. All you're trying to do is eat more protein than you eat fat plus carbs. That's the equation. That's all there is to it. Prioritize protein, high quality protein, over fat and over carbs. You want to eat 1 gram of protein per desired pound of lean body mass, right? Let's say that for me, that's 180 pounds. So I would want to make sure that I eat 180 grams of protein a day, at least, right? And I want to make sure that my fat and carbs are below 180 grams per day. So let's look at the calculator real quick. Measure protein in grams, fat in grams, carbohydrates in grams, and fiber in grams. That's all we're tracking. There is no calorie tracking with the P to E diet. All you're doing is you're finding the nutrition label for the food that you're looking for, find the protein grams, plug it in. The fat grams, plug it in. Carbohydrate grams, plug it in. If it's got fiber, plug it in. That's it. That's all you got to do. By the way, this works with literally any food, okay? I have a couple of very, very simple examples. Whole milk Greek yogurt. So let's fill it out. It's got 10 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, 21 grams of protein. 21 grams of protein. 11 grams of fat. 10 grams of carbs. The protein to energy ratio of whole fat Greek yogurt. It's not terrible. You can see it's basically a P to E ratio of 1. Right in line with a ribeye steak and eggs. That's pretty good. That's not bad. But we can do a whole lot better. So what happens if I get the non-fat version of the same Greek yogurt? So this is non-fat plain Greek yogurt. 9 grams of carbs, 0 fat, 22 grams of protein. Serving size is still a cup. Okay? It's a cup on both. So let's go back and change it. The fat 0, the carbohydrates 9. Look at where we're at. Now we're into this area that we want to be, which is fat loss. Let's look at another example. I love breakfast sausage. So let's take a look. 3 links. We got 10 grams of protein, 14 grams of fat, 1 gram of carbs. Let's go back. 10 grams of protein, 14 grams of fat, 1 gram of carbohydrate. That puts us at about a PD ratio of 0.7. We are getting closer to the fat gain area. So we've taken our breakfast sausage version, and now we're going to look at the turkey breakfast sausage version. What do we got? 11 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat, 1 gram of carb. 11, 6, 1. Look at the difference. 1.5 to 0.7. So eating the turkey version of that sausage from a protein to energy ratio perspective is better overall. It's just a better food choice. I'm not saying don't have sausage. I'm saying pick the turkey sausage over the pork sausage. If fat loss is the goal, pick that. I'm not going to get into the workout too heavy here. Let's just say the PDE diet is not asking you to go spend an hour on the treadmills. So, Mista GG, I know you said you were slamming like Jack's frozen pizzas or something like that. Let's look. Jack's frozen pizza, serving size, quarter pizza? No, definitely one pizza, one whole pizza. I know, that's fine. That's what I would do, dude. If I was eating Jack's frozen pizza, I would be eating the entire pizza. All right, so we got one whole pizza. Let's do the ratio. 56 grams of protein. All right. 56, we got that. 52 grams of fat. This is going to be fine. This is going to be fine. I don't see what the problem is. 116 grams of carbs. This is going to be the... All right, it's not fine. It's not fine. It's between 0.2 and 0.4. Right over the fat gain. That's why? I know, dude. I get it, man. Last night, you should have seen me in this very office polishing off my kids' little veggie fries that we put in their lunches during the week, right? They're like little little potato sticks, and they're like deep fried in polyunsaturated fat, which is terrible for you and really, really obesogenic. Like, not good. I must have polished off almost the whole bag last night sitting in front of this computer. Just hang out. I get it, man. I practice pain avoidance like everybody else. I would totally down a freaking Jack's Pizza. Absolutely. Nothing would hold me back. Except that I don't want to be thick anymore either, man. I really, really would like to drop the weight this year. The reason the P2E diet works is I think that if I choose enough high quality protein that I can hit that satiety marker for food and not overeat. I'll keep you updated on my progress. There'll probably be more in the live streams rather than on these sort of produced content style videos for YouTube. But you can follow me there on Twitter, at Chad Hassler. Right there. At Chad Hassler on Twitter. You can follow me there. Live streams will be scheduled as who knows right now. But I'll try to keep the weight loss updates there. For those of you who have seen my previous P2E diet video, thank you. If you decided to watch this one, I appreciate it. It did better than any of my other videos did by a mile. And at least this time, the audio doesn't suck. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Please subscribe. Hang out. It's a good time. That's all I have for you guys. Until next time, take it easy.